What's crazy is that this tie flows through so much of your work, and I know that's what you've dedicated your life to. What would be some next steps if I'm listening to this, and maybe I'm checking out the book, I'm going to your website? How do I start implementing this based on the resources you have created?
If you want to rock till you drop, you have to regularly engage in challenging, creative, and social activities that demand dynamic, deliberate play and take place in novel outdoor environments. That is peak performance aging in a single sentence. Now, I can define all those terms. We can walk through what the hell that means and why it is. But there's one thing I need to tell you before I can do that, which is this is a protocol for lifelong learning. Among many other things, it's a protocol for like mastery and taking on hard challenges late in life and lifelong learning. Lifelong learning matters, and this is some of the work that started showing up in the 90s, because if you want to stave off cognitive decline, Alzheimer's, and dementia, lifelong learning is the absolute key. In fact, we need expertise and wisdom more than we need anything else. And the reason is prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that's right back here. This is the area, it's maybe the most powerful portion of our brain. It's also the most vulnerable. From an evolutionary standpoint, it's the newest portion of our brain. It's most likely to suffer cognitive decline. Very rarely do you end up with Alzheimer's like deep in your brainstem. You get other stuff back there, but you don't get these diseases there. You get them in the prefrontal cortex. So both expertise and wisdom, if you want to protect the prefrontal cortex, you need the birth of new neurons, and you need them to create new neural networks, really redundant neural networks. That's what expertise and wisdom are. They're huge networks across the prefrontal cortex with lots of redundancy. The brain, this is one of the principles of how the brain works, it never does things the same way twice. It likes redundancy, it likes backup, it likes to be able to come to the same solution 17 different ways. So expertise and wisdom is the best way to do that. So this formula is a formula for expertise and wisdom on top of everything else. But challenging social and creative activities are important for the following reasons. One, they produce flow for a bunch of different reasons that we couldn't go into, but they tend to produce flow. Two, we know that if you want the sort of cognitive superpowers of aging, the additional intelligence, creativity, empathy, and wisdom that comes, there's a moderator, which is a psychological term for an if-then condition. You need to be engaged in creative activities to train the brain to think in these new styles, which become possible in our 50s, but we need to do a little work to unlock them. And that's everything flows from there. So you have to start with creativity. Social activities matter because social connection is foundational to successful aging, healthy living, positive psychology. I can go on and on and on and on and on, but it becomes really, really, really important for preserving cognitive function and physical function later in life.